Hello, everybody. I am so happy to have you here today. Today is a very, very exciting day. Yes, as it says here behind me, it is time to kick off the Novel 90 Writing Challenge. So, I think some of you on here know exactly what's going on. You're ready to get started. Perhaps some of you just saw, hey, there's a writing challenge. I want to know what all the hullabaloo is about. What exactly is going on? But before I talk a little bit about the challenge, I want to also welcome you to the world of AutoCrit. Perhaps you've never seen one of our videos on this channel before. If you haven't, well, welcome aboard. My name is Daniel. I'm one of the head story coaches here at AutoCrit. I teach a lot of courses within our academy, and you also generally find me here on Tuesdays at 1 p.m., where I do a live stream to talk about writing and also to host various challenges. One of which, of course, is the Novel 90 Challenge. So, this is a very, very simple challenge. We have very few rules to worry about. So, don't worry about having to memorize a whole bunch of things. It's quite simple. The first thing you need to do is sign up. So I'm going to throw a little link here if I can. Hold on. I think my internet might be a little bit choppy. Sorry about that. But yes, I'm going to throw a little link here. Yep. Novel 90 writing challenge. There you go. Yeah, somebody was saying that the connection was kind of bad. I'm not sure what's up here. Let me see if I can make a difference here. I'm gonna make an adjustment really quick. See what I can do. Yeah, I think that should clear it up. Okay, sorry about that. Sign up here below so you can see there Novel 90 Writing Challenge. Very simple, and it's free to sign up. So there is no, you don't even have to be an AutoCrit Pro member. Now, by joining the challenge, you will all become AutoCrit free members, and I'm going to show you what special features that means you get to unlock. So you all become honorary members for being part of the challenge. But it's very simple to get involved. What we're looking to do is to write a book in 90 days. Now, I know that for different people, this could mean something very different. Some of us are going to be writing nonfiction. Some of us are going to be writing fiction. Some of us are going to be writing fantasy. Some of us are going to be writing horror. It's all fair game. And ultimately, what this challenge is designed to do is to enable you. It is to give you that extra boost of energy. It is to give you that extra accountability so that you can achieve success. The hope is that by the end of this year, you will have completed the project and you can begin 2025 better than ever, right? Perhaps you have never finished a project before. This is your opportunity because we are going to be here every step of the way. We have three coaches for the three teams. I'm going to talk a little bit about those teams in a second. And yeah, you get to join a team, and then we are going to hold you accountable. And of course, we're all going to hold each other accountable. We're all rooting together uh, to get this done. So people are sorry. I'll talk about swag. Uh-oh. I think I lost connection there for a second. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My internet's been a little bit choppy recently. So I did want to ask you this: actually completed a project or not? So let me know. Apologies about the connection here. Not yet. No. 2 books. Several projects done. Not yet. 0. None published. I have. Not that anyone knows that. Never. About 5. I'm not going to get to every comment here, but yeah, it is a spectrum, right? And that's great. So you're going to have people along with you. Some of them have finished many projects, it sounds like. Others of you have never finished anything before. So whoever you are, you're going to have a home here in the Novel 90 Challenge. So one of the things that you're going to want to do as part of the Novel 90 Challenge is join a team. So we have 3 teams to join, all based on different writing styles. So one of them, and I'm noticing, I think the character's a little bit better. I'm going to try to watch it as it ebbs and flows. So just bear with me. I think, again, it's something about the internet in my region here. Join the team. So one of them is the planner team. Now that's me. I am a planner. If you've been watching my latest series where I've been going through rewriting my books. By the way, if the last episode was a little bit disheartening, my next episode is going to be way more encouraging because I am enjoying my 3rd book way better than my 2nd book. So I'm feeling good about my project now that we're on day 1. My goal is to write the 4th book of an old book series that I never finished about 10 years ago. In the meantime, excuse me, I've been spending a lot of time uh, working with others, being a story coach, doing developmental editing, story doctor, all that stuff. It's time for me to get back into the writer's seat myself and finally answer this cliffhanger that people have been waiting for a very long time. So that's what I am doing. And if you want to join my team, well, you can join the planners. We like to think ahead. We like to figure out possibly our plot, our beats. There's going to be varying levels of planning involved. Now, keep in mind, if you join a team, this is not like set in stone. This isn't like the Hogwarts houses and things like that, right? We're going to have events for the teams, but you are welcome to match. You're welcome to mix and match. You're welcome to come to all of the write-in sessions. Of course, we're going to have sessions to motivate and to get some work done together. But again, feel free to come and also learn. Perhaps you'll realize that there are elements of the planning style that you really like. uh, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You love the mascot. Yes, yes, I do love our mascot for sure. You joined more than one team, but you feel like crashing one. That's fine. Crash them all. We are all very happy to have you. By the way, if you are falling in love with any of the mascots or anything like that, you can always visit shop.autocrit.com. I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the chat, and that is where you can get yourself some swag, and you can show your team colors. Please do so. Now, we have, of course, the Panzer team. Their Panzer team has a great mascot themselves. They're actually starting a contest to name it. So I don't know. Maybe you can name this emu or ostrich. I like to think of it as an emu just because that's more fun than an ostrich. I don't know why. But anyway, the Panzer team is actually going to be led by Catherine. Now, Catherine couldn't join us this afternoon live, but she will be doing live presentations throughout. And I do have a message for her. So hopefully the technology will work and we can hear from Catherine. Let's go.
Hey everybody, my name is Catherine. I'm a member of the Autocrit editing team and a pantser. I am so excited and honored to be heading up the team of pantsers here for the Autocrit Novel 90 Writing Challenge. So if you are somebody who enjoys letting your story sort of carry you away and you don't know what kind of story you're going to write yet, but you have a concept or an inspiration for it, then this is the team for you. I am so excited to see where our stories take us this year in Novel 90. If you have any questions, please let us know. Otherwise, go ahead and sign up for the challenge, join Team Pantser, help us name our mascot, the Team Emu, and I hope you have a great 90 days.
I am very glad to hear that she called it an emu. That, of course, is the correct answer. So good for you, Catherine. And now I know it's officially an emu. So there we go. So the Panther emu. Who is it? Now I don't know what's going on over here, but it's just too awesome. We're breaking the internet. Team Plancer. So, uh, Team Plancer is going to member of our sports romance workshop. I think I might be back again. Sorry about that. But Team Plancer, led by Becca, she, like I said, just led our really exciting and fun sports romance workshop. And she's also been doing some great work sessions, some late night writing sessions, and things like that. And yeah, she can't be here today either, but she left a message for all of you. We do expect the Plancer team to be the biggest team because, a lot of people like a little bit of planning, a little bit of pantsing. It's like chocolate and peanut butter goes well together. Let's hear from Becca. Oh, wait, where is Becca? Hold on just a second. I'm gonna have to get Becca on the screen here. Meanwhile, feel free, like I said, to shout out which team are you gonna be on. Is it going to be Plancer? Is it going to be Pantser? Or is it going to be Planner? And I know we also have people, like I said, that do not want to identify for a specific team. And so, therefore, if that is you, it's all well and good. You can join us for any of the different work sessions, or perhaps opt into them all. Now, look, when you sign up for the challenge, look on your email and you are going to see a button. And it's really simple. It's just going to say, what kind of writer are you? And it's going to be plan. Inside are a novel 90 base camp, and I'm going to show you where you can find that within the Academy page. I love this. I sound like I am your father. Sounds like autotune. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not sure what's going on with my internet here. It's being very helter skelter, so I apologize for that. Um, but as I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and repeat it so that way, you can hear it. We are going to have a Basecamp inside AutoCrit. You can find it in the AutoCrit Academy, and you can sign up for your team there. Or make sure when you sign in, or when you get your first email after you sign up, to look for the buttons. You can hit the button, and then you can pick your team. People are like, if you don't know what you are, you're probably a Plancer. Yeah, that's probably true. All right, I think it's a little bit more solid now. So hopefully it can stay good and we can hear from Becca. Let's hear what Becca has to say here.
Hi everyone, my name is Becca and I am the coach for Team Plancer. It is so exciting to get to know everyone and welcome you to our Novel 90 Challenge. As part of Team Plancer, we are folks whose creative process requires a little bit of planning in whatever capacity that we might want to. That's kind of your mileage may vary, but also a lot of creative freedom. So if you're looking at your work and you know that you might want a loose outline, but a lot of freedom to deviate and go where your characters want to go, this is a great opportunity to join my team, as that is my own writing style. And whatever you want to do is exciting to me, because I am so thrilled to be able to be writing alongside you. I will be writing my own book alongside my team for the next 90 days, as we go from our planning and idea generation to writing our book and then to editing. So thank you so much for joining us on this exciting adventure, and we are so thrilled to get started. Go Team Plantser!
And I do love your mascot, that very tough-looking flower you have there. I'm sure we'll have some sort of naming convention going on for that as well. All right, are we able to change teams? Yes, that is not a problem. You can join any team, and you can go around, and then you can see where you fit in the best. Again, it's all just for the purpose of having coaches that fit specific writing styles. So it's really going to be up to you. We're not going to be policing this in some sort of serious way. Again, the point of this whole challenge is to have fun and to encourage writing. If you want to join two teams, where can you find the resources for both? Well, I'm so glad you asked that question, because in general, you just want to know where to find resources all together. So I'm going to show you where you can find those resources. You're going to find them within the AutoCrit Writer's Desk. So let me go ahead and bring that up here. Inside the AutoCrit page, hold on here. Having a little bit of difficulty here getting it to pull up. Just a minute. You're going to log into the AutoCrit homepage, and then you are going to navigate over to the Academy page. So when you sign into the main hub, you will see. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out why in the world this isn't working. There it is. I'm not sure what was going on there. Lots of gremlins today. That's okay. Lots of excitement. This is what happens. All right. So, yes, this is the homepage for the Writer's Desk. So let me kind of zoom in here so you can see a little bit better what's going on. So, on the right-hand side, which is right behind me here, you will find all of the community events. So things like our Novel 90 challenge right now, kickoff on YouTube, happening right now. Any events that are upcoming are going to be found over here. And of course, in this main section, we expect to have updates as well. But to find what we are calling the base camp, you're going to want to travel over to the Academy. I know I became a literal talking head. And click here on this button. And once you do that, it will load our Academy page. Now, of course, the Academy page is home to all of our courses and things like that, workshops, genre courses, and etc. But for the purposes of this challenge, we are going to all well. Again, my internet for some reason. Right. Load up. All right. Oh, it cut out again? Yes, I'm sorry. The store link is shop.autocrit.com. So, yep, I'll go ahead and throw that on the chat as well. All right. Yes, we're in the matrix now. Hopefully I'm back. But yes, you're going to want to click on the left. It's a blue icon that says the Academy. Inside there, you are going to want to click on the Novel 90 challenge, and then inside there you will find resources and things like that. Now, a general flow of things we're going to have is we're going to be doing things here live on YouTube. So every week throughout the challenge, you'll find live streams on here. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit smoother. But we're also going to be doing a lot of in person, or you could say virtual sessions on Zoom, where we have that one-on-one interaction that we love so much, and everybody can join the chat and throw on their video screens and all of that fun stuff. And again, you're going to find all of that once you go to the main hub. You can find it on the right hand side. Now, in general, we're going to kind of keep to this schedule. We do know that everybody is going to work a little bit differently. And we have a really good question. That is there a word count goal? Not exactly. I mean, if you think about it, for something to be considered a novel, yes, you generally want to be more than 50,000 words. But depending on what sort of novel you're going to write, you will have a different goal for yourself. So this is not just a standard across the board. Everybody has to write a certain amount of words. And again, if you have finished a project, well, we are going to cheer you on just as much as anybody else, right? However, if you can, in fact, complete a novel, again, over 50,000 words, and you release it sometime in January, or you're scheduling it to release it sometime in January, or you let us know it's finished so we can see that you actually finished it, we will recognize that, and we are going to pick out some of our favorites to specifically highlight for the community, depending on what the author wants. So if you want to get a little bit of a boost, we will mention it here on this live stream and things like that. And so, yeah, you can get the accolades of the AutoCrit community. So, yeah, great times there. Of course, this whole challenge is a great opportunity for you to build writing habits. Somebody's asking specifically, what does release actually mean? What I mean is that you're willing to let somebody see it as a finished thing. So you could be publishing it on Amazon. You could be just sharing it with a person like me as a finished product. You're like, I am okay with you looking at this, Daniel, because this is the final thing. Sure, right? That's what I mean. Maybe you're going to start submitting it to an agent. That is okay, right? The fact that you don't have like an actual print date, we don't necessarily expect that everybody is going to be like that. Now, of course, the self-published authors, it's easy, right? You have pre-orders are already up on Amazon or whatever. But if that's not you, if it's just, okay, I finally have something that I am proud enough that I can go out to the world and I can say, this is a completed artifact. That is what we're looking at. Arc, yeah, that would count. Uh, so sure, absolutely, absolutely. Is it okay to use a body of work you already started on? Yes. We are not holding you to like you've never had to think of this before. In fact, I'm working on a fourth book that I already had to some degree planned out. So I am not starting from scratch. This is an opportunity. If you have a trunk novel that you never got to complete, sorry, I'm going to turn the fan here. Uh, you have the opportunity now to get it done, right? For you to finally finish it. Again, when we did a little survey last night, and I can't count, that fast here in the chat. When we did our survey last night, we had almost the majority had never written a book before. They never completed a book before. And isn't it going to be amazing when we get to January and that number has dramatically shifted, right? That is our goal. And of course, that is what all of us on our teams are going to help you do. And that is accomplish your goals. And of course, this is a great opportunity to build some writing habits. They say that to build a habit, you have to do something consistently for about 30 days. This is going to be 90 days, right? So this is definitely a marathon, not a sprint. So keep that in mind too with how you pace yourself, the kind of things you do. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of excitement right at first. There's going to be a point in which you're going to reach maybe a little bit of a brick wall. We're here for you throughout the whole process. So keep that in mind. One thing that you will want to do, especially when you're considering trying to get your word count in and your goals for the day and whatever it is, I might be losing you a little bit, so I'm going to speak a little bit slower since I'm. It's interesting. It seems to go in like a wave, so I'm not sure exactly what's occurring there. Anyway, we recommend to stop slowing yourself down with perfectionism, right? This isn't about being perfect. Yeah, here we go, right? I'm kind of proving it right here. I am just going forward with it, getting it done, even though the feed's been a little bit wonky and things like that. But that's the point. You got to roll with the punches. I can guarantee you that this wasn't a plan, but I'm going to roll with it, right? It is part of real life. It is the thing. Yes, we are making the internet crash, and I'm all here for it. Sure, I want that kind of excitement, although I would like a smoother stream. We also want to turn off our inner editor. Now, if you haven't had an opportunity, if you are not in here for our kickoff event last night, maybe you just joined us and that's like, I didn't even know about it. Don't worry. Go to the calendar inside the hub, go to past events and take a look at the replay because Becca and I and Michelle and Catherine, excuse me, all discussed different ways of interacting and getting this work done, and especially some of these tips like turning off your inner editor. So, for example, Catherine shared this fun idea, which is that, well, she just tapes her backspace key and she tapes her delete key and she doesn't let her have herself have access to it until she's done with her drafting. She's a pantser, so she has to outrun the tidal wave. She has to not second guess everything she's doing. So that's what she does. She runs, full throttle into it, and that works for her. All of these sort of things can be helpful. When we are in these sessions, we all know we're in the what some people call the garbage draft stage, right? We are not fully fleshing out our ideas. We are just throwing spaghetti at the wall. We're seeing what works, right? And so we are going to have a great attitude. And sure, we're going to give feedback. We're going to try to make everybody's work better. We're not just going to enable everything and be like, everything you say is amazing, but we also understand where they're at in the process, right? And so we can also feel that freedom when we present the idea to be like, you know what? It's a fluid state right now. This is a good time for people to give feedback. This is a good time to figure out maybe different ways of doing things because I perhaps haven't gotten so married to it yet. I haven't spent 20 hours editing this chapter just to find out that the chapter doesn't really belong here, right? So, yeah, so when you come to these live events, please be open, be honest, share your work. We are going to be there to encourage you and to help you if you get stuck or anything, if you're just, in the weeds somehow. And I do recommend don't just treat this as a chasing a word count sort of challenge. Again, if you think about what a novel actually is, it should be over 50,000 words. You would expect it to be that long. But, you don't have to think of this as, well, in order to get to that, I have to do this many words a day and I have to do that. Not necessarily, right? You may have a day where you just don't get a lot of writing done. You just get a little bit done. And that's a great day. You might have another day where it's very fluid and you get a ton done. And that's also a great day. And ultimately, it's about you. This challenge is about what you want to accomplish. Again, we're here along for you. Again, at the very end, if you have completed your project and you are proud of it enough to share it with the world, share it with us, we'll take a look at it and we will be highlighting some of our very special favorites as an extra, thanks for being a part of this. And of course, we also are going to have some special prizes and giveaways all throughout the challenge. So we recommend showing up to the live streams. You just never know, right? You'll reach under your seat and something will appear. We're going to be giving away all kinds of things because that's part of the fun, right? Why do you think those addictive cell phone games do that? And they have that pop-up screen with that little wheel. We love the little wheel, right? You spin it around and then you hit a prize. Yeah, we're going to have fun things like that. So just stay tuned. You never quite know what to expect. We love the element of surprise. Yes, at the very end, when you reach the end, there will be an opportunity that you could essentially submit something like that to us. Now, I'm not telling you that all that we especially with the volume, not all of us are going to read things in incredible depth with notes for everybody or something like that. But my point is that we want to highlight some of the special projects that we think really, exemplified the challenge. We'll have some special giveaways for that, and we'll hopefully give you a nice boost going into 2025. And we'll have more details on that specifically as we reach the end of the challenge. So don't worry about that. So, that being said, I would love to know what plans you have. Are you taking on from scratch? And what you're going to write right now? You want to thing? You just want to get back in the chair. I think that for a second. So I'll repeat that. What plan specifically do you? Okay, I think I'm back. Yes, internet gremlins. Um, somebody's like glitch wave. I love it. Glitch wave. We need like a theme song. Glitch wave. So you're trying to come up with a new idea. You're planning to finish your novel. 50,000 left. Want to complete a novel you've been working on for years. Write an English version of a Spanish novel. That's a really cool idea. Translation project. Expand original short stories, starting from scratch. Uh, you have most of the beats in mind, work in progress. Yeah, I love it. So we have again, trunk novel. Love trunk novels. I have a trunk series, as you know. And if you haven't watched that, check out the replays. Those will be coming in every Friday. I'll be doing my little video diaries for that. Unsure. The video does seem to only fade when I'm saying something important. That seems highly suspicious, right? What are the odds? Or maybe I just always say something very important. You're just being nice. Um, one thing I would recommend if you don't already have is some sort of dedicated writing space. Again, building some sort of writing habit. Somebody is saying, what is a trunk novel? It means it is a project that you have basically put in a trunk. You've decided it's not time for it then, it wasn't time for it then. And now you're taking it out of the trunk. It's like stored in your attic. And you're like, all right, what do I do with this thing? Right. And sometimes those can be really fun projects because you can recapture the love for it and you're in a better artistic space to work on it. But speaking of spaces, writing spaces. So, do you have a specific go-to location where you like to write? If you don't, this might be a good time to try to create one because, excuse me, if you're going to go into a regular habit, maybe you aren't used to working quite as productively as you would like and things like that. This would be a good opportunity to try to create those Pavlovian responses. And again, one of the ways you do that is through repetition. You always sit down in the same spot and do your thing, same time of day, always drink the same kind of coffee, whatever it is. Find things that you can do on a regular basis because what you'll find is when you have that day, and you inevitably will, where you wake up and you're like, I really need to work on this because I'm trying to get it done and I'm just not feeling it. By putting yourself in that space, however you do it, you can start to trigger your writing muse. You can start to trigger those artistic feelings and then you're off to the races. So it is something that I highly, highly recommend. Another great habit, this is just something to think about as you take on a very difficult task, is to write 3 positive things before you go to bed. This is something I got from a positive psychologist. I think it's just a wonderful way of ending your day every day. It might seem a little bit trite or silly or juvenile, but it really does benefit you a lot. And when you think of a project like this, think of 3 positive things going on in your writing career, in your artistic expression, and write it down, have a little, you can just use your phone or something or a little notepad. Again, this is for you. So if it's a very silly little thing or might seem silly to anybody else, it's like, I finally figured out the perfect adjective for that one sentence, right? Write it down. If you struggle to think of 3 things, figure it out. Find 3 things. You can probably do so. It will become easier over time. It can be an addictive habit in a wonderful way. And you can find that it really helps keep you motivated on your project for sure. One of the positive things one day was your coffee was the perfect temperature. Exactly, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's the little things in life that you treasure often. So, yes, don't let those little moments go by. All right. So, yes, the Novel 90 challenge is well in effect here. It is well underway. And I'm sorry about some of the inconsistencies on the stream here, but we will be consistently for you throughout the entire challenge. We are here for the entire 90 days. We are going to pull you across the finish line. So, yes, sign up here down below. And I think I might be able to pull up my screen. Hopefully, it will behave a little bit better for me here. Whoa, hold on. I went a little bit 1970s there for a second. There we are. All right. So, yes, so this is that main screen that I was talking about. Hopefully, I haven't cut out. And you can see here on the right-hand side, we have the community events. Community events is where you would find something like, for example, this event we are doing right now. We also have other events all the time for our AutoCrit Pro members, but you're going to see a lot of events specifically for the Novel 90 challenge. Now, if you're trying to find out more information about it, you're going to want to head over to the Academy side because, technically the Novel 90 challenge is a little bit sponsored by the Academy. It's all part of helping you become a better writer. And you can see here, it's right there featured, the Novel 90 writing challenge. Click on that and, and uh, you will find all sorts of resources. There, uh, I don't know if I completely cut out that whole time, but hopefully I did it. I love it. Yes. Loading, loading, loading. It's funny because if you've ever taken one of my workshops, you'll notice one of the things I always say is the most insane or the most stressful thing for somebody to see is a loading screen, right? So I'm just exemplifying that by giving you loading screens for a little bit. Will the challenge resources stay available after the challenge? Yes, they will. The challenge resources will stay there after the challenge. This is a good question. If you are pro, what do you have access to? So for those of you who are brand new to AutoCrit, we have all kinds of things on our website, but our center of it is the writer's desk, which is a whole suite of writing tools. It is a workspace where you can plan and edit and even work on publishing because it'll do formatting for you. It does a little bit of everything. It's really our goal to be your number one home to work on your project for sure. Are we going to make this annual? That's a good question. This is definitely our first challenge. We will see. Will we get routine emails from our selected team? Yes. Yes, you will. By signing up for a team, you will get regular correspondence from the team. In fact, we are working on lots of different ways to have correspondence with everybody on our team as well. I have an outline with an enormous hole in the plot and am Hoping novel 90 will help pants it all complete. Yes, it wasn't glitchy last night, so sorry about that. AutoCrit Pro is the best money you've ever spent in writing career. Oh, thanks, Tim. That's very sweet for you. Brandy agrees. That's awesome. For sure. All right. Uh, if anybody is looking at anything like that, you can go to our AutoCrit page and you can check out anything on there. Somebody was asking about story doctor appointments. Yeah, you can check out all of our author services. We have a first chapter read, we have story doctor, we have a story inspection, which is actually like going down into the depths of everything that we do, or everything in your story, from the plot to the chapter to the characters, everything. So that's really great. Make this an annual event. Well, I'm glad that we're already having people say we want to do this again. I love that attitude. It is fantastic, for sure. Yes, the AutoCrit 101 series is very helpful for navigating. You can also find that in the Novel 90 Writing Challenge. We call it our base camp. It's going to be there in the Academy page. Click on that, click on the Novel 90, and you will find in the resources the AutoCrit 101 sessions. That is a great way to learn all of the different things within the writer's desk. And because, this is a whole process from start to finish, you don't necessarily have to binge watch all of it right now. You can watch specifically the part of the process where you're at as part of this challenge as well. Yeah, you can fill the blanks in your audio with your own imaginations. I don't know. That's a little bit dangerous. That's a little bit dangerous. For sure. All right. Well, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe, hit the bell, all of the things. Yes, there will be prizes. We have lots of surprises and prizes, giveaways, all these different things. Sure. And if you're thinking you're behind because you don't even have an idea of what to do yet, well, within that resource, within that base camp, you will find some videos on just where to get an idea from the first place. So if you just want to write and you're like, I don't even have a project, I just want to do something, I just want to be artistic, right? That's what we want to do. I just want to express myself in some way. Yeah, go ahead and head into the base camp. Like I said, go to Click Academy, click in there, and you can find some brainstorming exercises, and perhaps you will be inspired. We can hope so, and you can get going. Of course, within the AutoCrit Writer's Desk, we also have the uh, story idea builder. So if you want to use the story builder, that is something available for AutoCrit Pro members, but that can be a really great way to get a project started. You just put in some of your ideas. It'll give you suggestions where you don't really have ideas. As you can go back and forth, you can have a conversation with it. It's really at the all right, another glitch wave. I'm going to head out here before uh it all right, it's back. It seems to be a StreamYard thing. I use StreamYard to do this, and because other things today haven't been nearly that bad. Oh no, I didn't get to see this. I have no idea. Oh no. Yeah, this is fun. You know what I love about this though is I know that all of you are going to stay the course because you were here for this crazy opening. It wasn't 100% smooth, but you know what? That's real life. That's the writing that's the writing life as well. It's going to have its ups, it's going to have its downs, and we're going to make it work. And this is my metaphor to try to excuse my technical problems today. So I apologize about that. Or I'm going to see what I can do behind the scenes to smooth it out for future live stream sessions. I mean, last week was totally fine, so I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks again for joining us. I can't wait to see all of you in the Novel 90 Writing Challenge. And now I better go back and look at that screenshot, because I have a feeling all of you all should like take it and like just share it in random iteration. I have to say, I love really bad freeze frames. I have a special place in my heart for them as well. Do you attempt the text on your own or with the group? Definitely, you are responsible for your own success. However, we are going to be asking the group how they are doing. And depending on how they're doing, we're going to let them know. We're going to let everybody know you are ahead of the other team. And of course, at the end of it, we're going to figure out which team had the most winners. It's totally going to be planners. So check out that schedule, head to the base camp, sign up, all of those things. I really want to know what this screenshot is. And I love how random situations can make moments like this. That's real life. And that's amazing. So yeah, boo. Planners, yay! Don't worry, we'll have representation from all of the teams. So yeah, I don't even want to end this stream. It's been so much fun, even with all the glitches. So I'm having a great time. I can't wait to see all of you around the AutoCrit community. For those of you who want to join me in just about 12 minutes, I will be going on for our office session, where it's basically our open office Q&A, and you can join me there, ask me questions. Again, maybe about the challenge, maybe about the AutoCrit Writer's Desk. Log in and yeah, you can join me there. And stay tuned for future events. I'll see you all around. Bye, everybody.